Hello and welcome to our Prosperity Central training. Once again, we're going to talk about how to get more done in less time using the power of Prosperity Central. My name is Jeff Osnes. I'm going to be your host. I'm going to be your trainer, and let's get into our training today. On this training, we're going to continue to talk about the follow-up process. We want to really tighten this up. We want to make sure that we are as effective and efficient as possible. So let's jump over to our contacts. And if you watched the previous video, you saw that we had created a today's callbacks option here. So today's callbacks shows us a list of everybody who needs to be called back today. We also talked about the follow-up folder and how we needed to kind of sort through these so that we're not just looking at a big list, which is why we ended up with the saved search for today's callbacks. But what I want to talk about on this training is I want to show you how we can make this even better for us to view when we're looking at these records. And we're going to talk about creating a custom layout. So when we're looking at a list of records, whether that's in the follow-up folder itself or in the saved search, when we're looking at these records, how we'll be able to actually see the follow-up date without having to click on their name and then go down to the custom fields to see when that follow-up date is scheduled. So let me show you how to do this. There's an advanced feature that you can activate on your account. If we go to the My Account button and go to the My Account page and then scroll down to the bottom, we're going to click on Advanced Settings. In the advanced settings, we're going to enable a feature called Contact Manager Custom Layouts. We're going to go ahead and flip that on. That'll enable the option to create custom layouts. And we're going to go create a custom follow-up layout. So we're going to go back to Contacts. Once we've turned that on, you'll see a new option in this little gear menu right here. We're going to go down to Contact Manager Layouts. And in the Contact Manager Layouts, we can create as many custom layouts as we'd like. And so we're going to click to add a new layout. In this case, we're going to call it follow-up. Once we add the layout, we're going to go ahead and edit the layout. And this is the default data that's going to be listed within that layout. Name, location, phone number, email, date added, last call. Those may or may not be useful for you. We're not going to go into all of the details of creating layouts. That's not what this particular training is about. We're focused on the follow-up process. And so all we're going to do is we're going to make a couple edits here. We're going to add a new column. And in this column, we're going to take this upper empty space. We're going to edit this. And this is where we're going to add our follow-up date. And what I want to do is I want to put some default text in here. I'm going to put some default text of no date set so that if I'm looking at a list of records in my follow-up folder and I see somebody doesn't have a follow-up date set, that'll tell me that I need to go in there and update that record. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in. And then I'm also going to go ahead and add another row here. In this new row, I'm going to go ahead and edit this empty space right here. And I'm going to add my notes. And I'm going to span all of my columns. So I'm going to have this notes row that's going to show me the notes associated with the records without me having to click down into those records specifically. So now that I've customized that, let's go back to Contact Manager Layouts. And we're going to go ahead and assign this layout to a folder. And the folder I want to assign it to is the follow-up folder. Now that I've got that set, let's go back to Contacts. And let's go to our follow-up folder. And now here you can see my 4 contacts that I've got in my follow-up folder. I can now see their follow-up dates right over here. So I can see when I should or should have followed up with those contacts. Now, if I want to add this to a saved search, I can do that as well. I just need to go in and manage my saved searches. Here for my today's callbacks, I'm going to go ahead and edit the layout. Follow up, save that. And there we go. So now we've added that follow-up layout to our today's callbacks saved search. If we go back to contacts, we go to our today's callbacks, and there we see the Joker and Oracle and their date that they were supposed to be or should be followed up with. Using layouts can help you be more efficient with your time because now you don't have to dive deep into the record to see the information that you care about. And you can add any data point associated with those records to those layouts. So you can really get creative with those. But once again, don't get caught up in being creative with your layouts and creative with your data. You need to spend 80% of your time actually communicating with your prospects. I highly recommend the majority of that time be on the phone talking to them, because that's where you're really going to build relationships. But I do understand that sometimes emails are important, but don't hide behind emails. Get on the phone, talk to people. That's how they know that you're truly serious about what you're doing. Now, before we wrap up this call, I do want to give you one more tip. Let's go back in to manage our saved searches. And you see over here on the far right-hand side, you've got this little pin. I'm going to go ahead and click on the pin for this saved search, today's callbacks. And what that does is that actually moves that saved search up to the top of the contact list, up here in my quick views area. Why do I want to do that? I want to do that so that I can easily, quickly get to my today's callbacks without having to scroll all the way down to the bottom. So before it was buried down here in this lower left-hand corner, now it's up at the top because that's something I want to focus on a regular basis. That's a quick little power tip. You can pin folders and save searches up here into your quick views to help you be more efficient with your time. So as you can see, we're really starting to refine our account. We're really starting to get focused on this prospecting and follow-up process. And that's it for our call today. Once again, Prosperity Central is here to boost your sales and growth. It's super simple. We help you present your opportunity in a very efficient way. We help you organize your contacts because that's where the money is made. The price is right with Prosperity Central. It is a super inexpensive system. You can track your contact activities, you can build a second income stream, and we're mobile friendly. So once again, our pricing, $0 for the free account. Once again, that is not for you if you're watching these videos. You need to be at the professional, $24.95 a month, or the premier account, $49.95 a month. Once you reach that second management level in your company, you really should start considering the premier account, because now you've got an organization and you really need to start taking advantage of some of those team tools that are part of the premier account. But at least get the professional account, $24.95 a month, to help you manage, organize, and follow up with your prospects in an effective and efficient way. And then finally, if you don't have a Prosperity Central account today, you need to go get one right now at prosperitycentral.biz. That is my affiliate program. If you sign up through that link, I will get credit for it. So make sure you go to prosperitycentral.biz and get your Prosperity Central account today. And let's start getting more done in less time using the power of Prosperity Central. Bye for now, and happy prospecting.